Hi, good morning, everybody. Today is May 4th. It's Monday. Oh, is it the 4th be with you? Yeah, it is. I have to admit something right off the bat. I did my first shuffle and spread for today, and it was bad. It was bad for everybody. It looked like everybody was going to have a really bad day. So I decided I wanted to look at a different aspect of today, and I reshuffled. And when I did, um, and I started laying the cards out, a sleeping moth came out from behind one of my crystals. And so I wanted you to understand that today may be a struggle for you, for all of us. Um, we have some good cards pulled this time, but keep in mind the moth is a symbol of hope and faith and determination to make it through. Um, so just kind of keep that in mind. I did reshuffle the cards, so they're not probably not going to look as bad this time. I'm hoping. In fact, it may be a much brighter side. We're hoping. Who am I kidding? I already saw the cards when I put them out. So I am going to start shuffling the cards on camera when I get a better setup. But for now, this is what it's going to be. I'm going to lay them out and then I'll read them to you as we go. So, um, oh, I do have a daily quote this morning. I'm going to try to do it every morning, but I may or may not have something every morning. Um, Today, I wanted to read, I already read A Course in Miracles to you, didn't I? I thought I did something else. Did I read? Oh, yeah, here we go. The Journey, here we go, May 4th. Journey of Awakening, Ram Dass is where this quote is from. It happens to be by someone, I may be mispronouncing this, K.K. Saul, who was a close family friend of Ram Dass, put him up in his house when Ram Dass was in India, and interpreted um, for Ram Dass and the Maharaji when they spoke together. Um, and this is what he says. Always my quotes are supposed to be about love because that is really, I feel, um, one of the most important things is the love that we have for each other, the love that we have for our spiritual selves and our higher selves and our God and goddesses and one another most importantly. So this is what KK Saw said. There are many ways to open yourself, to make oneself more receptive to this love for God. One is through satsang, the company of saints, contact with the living spirit of truth and love in other beings, delighting in the stories and incidents of God in his many forms and incarnations, like the life of Christ, or Rama, or Krishna, can also bring this love. Or by humbly serving at the feet of the Guru, the devotee can efface the ego in a surrender to God, and constantly singing his name and his praises further centers the mind and heart on him. For the devotee, the mere repetition of the name of God brings his presence, and then with firm faith, one crosses the ocean of desire in the boat of the name, the name of God. Uh, it's really cool. It's kind of deep, kind of spiritual. A great start to the day. This is real important to keep our focus where it's supposed to be. So, if you picked, oh, you probably have, you may or may not have picked yet, but we have this big crystal here, this big beautiful crystal here on the left, and then we have this beautiful citrine that is a very passionate stone and warm stone. This is selenite, quite gorgeous. And then we have a little key over here by this one. And this one is this beautiful There we go. There's a good, we almost got a good focus on it. This beautiful, it has streaks of green and a little blue, some turquoisey colors going on in there. And that is over the left card. So we're going to start with this one. If you need more time to choose, go ahead and stop the video at this time. And you can do that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and turn this card around. This card is the Empress. Oh, I'll hold her up here. She is a very creative character. She's also obviously very nurturing, very motherly. She helps and cares for everybody. She feeds them. She is especially faithful, and she is especially about love. Love of the divine while still being an earthly person. I mean, I think you can see that she's fertile. She does not like ignorance. She's very feminine, and she has plenty. She has plenty to give. No, we're not talking that she's necessarily rich, but she is the Empress. But she does have plenty of something to give. She definitely has plenty of love and nurturing to give. So that's what I want you to think about today, is what you can give to others outside yourself. What do you have? If you have some overflow, if you don't have some overflow, take a walk in nature. There are lots of birds in these pictures. And there's a rabbit. And there's another moth. You know, I looked up what a moth means when I saw the moth on the cards today. Or they were there was an actual live moth nesting, or went to sleep this morning behind one of my crystals. When I moved it, he came out and he landed right where I was going to be reading, and so I was real careful and tried to keep him there, but he flew away. I really think moths have a lot to do with the people that have passed before us, people across on the other side of the veil. That deer in the background, he is a representation of nature and strength in nature. So take some time today, fill yourself up, take a walk in the woods, put your feet in the grass. If that's the least you can do today, get out of your house, take your shoes off and put your feet in the grass so that you can be able to help rejuvenate others. But it's not going to be easy peasy today. I really think everybody's going to have a little bit of a struggle today. If you pick the citrine, this beautiful rock right here, your card is the Ten of Rods. The Ten of Rods. You can see he's real busy with his sticks right there. He's actually harvesting. When I see this card, you have a big job to do today. Also, it seems like not only do you have a big job to do today, but you might have someone standing over you telling you how to do it the wrong way or a different way than what you're doing. It feels pretty hopeless. I want you to not think about the past and be in the present. I know everybody, your card didn't seem to improve much. I think I said earlier, I did throw the cards, and then they were so bad, I picked them back up and shuffled them and threw them again. So today is definitely going to be a struggle for you. It looks like either at work or home there's a project that you're working on that has just kind of overwhelmed you. So go ahead and get some help for that project. You might even want to consider hiring a professional. I often see that when I see this card. Get some help, hire someone. Don't try to do it all yourself. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed with it. Ten of Rods. And if you pick the citrine, that's your card for today. And now I'm going to turn over this next card. Okay, so if you picked the selenite, you have the sun card. The sun card has a picture of a phoenix rising up from the ashes. Of course, the sun is shining, and in this card, the sun is shining on all the sun signs. For you, there will be an illumination and a breakthrough today. Now, the trouble with this card, because I threw another group today, I'm sorry I didn't keep those cards so that we could read them both. But I do know that when you see the sun and you have a breakthrough and illumination right before that time, it's very difficult. So give yourself a break today. Go out and feel the sun on your face if you can. But know that you have plenty and you will get through this. So today might be difficult, but it will also be the beginning of a rebirth, and also something will be shown to you today, or an illumination. Maybe you'll have an epiphany of some kind, or an awakening into the love and light. So your card is much improved. And now we're going to move on to this. If you chose this beautiful, no, it doesn't see. There's the focus. Look at that. If you chose that, we're going to turn over your card now. The Tower. Very frightening looking card. Rough day today. There's a lot going on here, but basically the tower's on fire. It's falling. There's a storm. There are people falling out of the tower. There's a big old bullfrog, which does have to do with like the underworld. He goes under the earth. That's okay. I mean, we have bad days and we have transitions, and that's what this is. It's a transition. It's an end of something so that another beginning can happen. This is a good time when change this big happens. It also comes with great opportunity. You may feel very distressed. You may have a cry out today. You may feel miserable, but like I said, when something this bad happens, this abrupt and ending, this terrible fall apart, will come a change. And it's kind of a wake up call to stop doing what you're doing so that you can open yourself up to do something else. So it's going to be a struggle today, guys. But I know that you can make it, and I'm hoping that if you are able to see this early enough, I know I'm trying to get them out early, but it's taking a long time just to download the pictures to YouTube, the movie, film, whatever this is. But I do appreciate you guys, and I do care about you. I get really excited when I see how many hits I get each day, and it's just growing exponentially, and it just makes me really happy to think that I might be sharing this with so many people, because I really care about you, and I hope you can turn this day into something much more wonderful than the cards look like it's going to be. Even though you're the sun, if you pick the sun, that's a really high, beautiful card. The Empress is a really high, beautiful card. The Tower is a really high, beautiful, but overwhelming card. So, still, for everybody, I think it's going to be a little bit of a. So, I'm going to take some extra steps myself. Everything I told you to do, get your feet in the grass, um, get out in nature. I'm going to try to do that today. Hire a professional. I don't know about that. I've been thinking about that, hiring a professional. So I will consider that today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And you take care.